This is Teddy Treadwell reporting to you from Expedition 2025. Behind me is Mr. Peanut. Hi, Mr. Peanut. Look at him, all busy gathering food for the winter. Busy as a bee. Keep up the good work, Mr. Peanut. Isn't he the sweetest? Love you, Mr. Peanut. I love all the squirrels in this park. That's why I'm their protector, their defender. Out here, I'm usually a kind warrior, gentle as a flower. But on occasion, I'm challenged by one of these creatures. In these moments, the kind warrior must become a samurai. These squirrels can bite. They can scratch. They can decapitate. If I'm weak, they will defeat me. I will die for these squirrels. I will die for these squirrels. But I will never be harmed by one of these bushy-tailed beasts. I will fight. I'll be strong. I'll be one of them. I'll be their master. But still a kind warrior. Love you, Squirrely. That's what I'm talking about. 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 Man, I got the smell of death on my fingers.
All of these majestic creatures were filmed by Teddy Treadwell, who lived among the squirrels in the wilderness of Illinois for 4 years. He took along a video camera and shot over 2,000 hours of footage. Yes, 2,000. He was the definition of a shootsy-pantsy. Unfortunately, Treadwell's final expedition ended in tragedy when he was brutally attacked and wounded by one of the very squirrels he swore to protect.
This is the scene of the attack right here. I just so happened to be walking by when it occurred. I saw Teddy sticking his face in the hole of this here trash can. There's a squirrel in there digging around for some leftover crush or something, I don't know. And Teddy was just trying to be friendly, you know, talking to the critter about who knows what, but squirrel didn't like that so much, so he jumped up and attached himself to Teddy's face like one of them aliens from that movie about aliens. Can't remember the name of it right off, but you know the one. And that squirrel must have been attached for 31, 32 seconds, something like that. So I come running and Teddy's yelling, "Save yourself, get away." And I'm thinking, I don't have anything to worry about, you know, I wasn't the one sticking my head in some squirrel's business. And by the time I get over there, that's about when the squirrel detached himself from Teddy's face and went and ran up a tree or something, you know, like squirrels do. Teddy was in rough shape too, so I brought him to the hospital quick as I could. In my opinion, Teddy was asking for what he got. I mean, what did he expect would happen living with such savage creatures?
Teddy Treadwell was brought into my operating room with scratches all over his face, chunks of hair missing from his head, and saliva drooling from his mouth. Just the mere visual input of this scene made my heart race and made the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. However, I know that at the moment of the attack, Teddy did not back down. He stayed strong, and he stayed with the squirrel. He stayed with the squirrel.
We found a new friend. Hey, buddy, it's me. No, I won't hurt you. No, where are you going? Wait. Oh, he's too fast.
This is Teddy's camera, which was left rolling during the brutal attack. Unfortunately, the camera slipped out of his hand and into the trash can. Upon its recovery, a slice of cheese pizza was found stuck to the lens. As a result, there is no visual record of this event, but the audio portion remains. The tape is in the possession of Teddy's best friend, Lo Cascio, who allowed me to listen to the audio. You can never listen to this.
I know. I'm never going to, Werner.
It sounds like some sort of deranged Alvin and the Chipmunks musical number.
And that's why no one's ever going to listen to this. Ever!
I think you should not keep it. You should destroy it, cast it into the eternal flame.
There's Spook. Look. That's Mr. Peanut's poop. It just came out of his butt. It's warm. It just came from his butt. I know it seems weird. I know it's weird, but... I know it seems weird that I'm eating his poop, but... It was just inside of him. It's his life. It's him. And he's just so precious to me, and he's perfect. Just perfect. No. He's perfect.
Perfection belonged to the squirrels, but once in a while, Treadwell came face to face with the harsh reality of wild nature. This did not fit into his sentimentalized views that everything out there was good and that the universe is in balance and harmony.
Poor Mr. Peanut. He wandered too far from the tree, and one of the cars I heard flying past last night must have squashed him. Then the vultures came and picked all the flesh from his bones. Then they made quick work. Expedition 2025 has taken a sad turn. But it's a real turn, and I mourn the death of Mr. Peanut. I love you, Mr. Peanut. I love you, and I don't understand.
Here I differ with Treadwell. He believed nature to be some fantasy world where all the creatures live in harmony. Pah! But I believe the common denominator of the universe is not harmony. In all the faces of all the squirrels that Treadwell ever filmed, I discover no kinship, no understanding, no mercy. All I see is chaos, hostility, and murder.
Look at that little squirrel. I'm gonna name you Mr. Gummy Bear. Hi, Mr. Gummy Bear. Look at you. Just living life in the beautiful wilderness. In this cruel wilderness where animals come and tear you up. I wish that, that would never happen.
Very late in the process of editing this film, we were given access to Treadwell's last videotape. Here, he may have filmed his attacker. The rabid squirrel we know was a male who years earlier park rangers had anesthetized. They extracted a tooth which established him as being 28 at the time of the attack. Quite old for a squirrel. They also tagged him via a tattoo on his inner lip. They had given him a number, only 204. Squirrel 204. That's all we know. And here, could this be Squirrel 204?
Well, Expedition 2025 is coming close to a close, but I'm still here. The squirrels are safely heading back to their tree holes. My work has been successful. I'm over 20 pounds lighter. My clothes are all raggedy. I'm tired. I've tried hard. It's tough work out here, but it's the only work I know. And it's the only thing that I'll ever want to do. To take care of these squirrels. I love them. I'll live for them. I'll bleed for them.
And he did. Treadwell is now gone, struck with a lifetime ban from all sites in the local park district. The argument of how wrong or how right he was disappears into a distance, into a fog. What remains is his footage, and while we watch the animals in their joys of being, in their grace and playfulness, a thought becomes more and more clear, that it is not so much a look at wild nature, as it is an insight into ourselves, our nature. And that, for me, beyond his mission, gives purpose to his life and to his death. I mean, he's not dead, a little banged up perhaps, but that wouldn't sound as dramatic, am I right? Werner out.
Was a cowboy I knew in South Texas. His face was burnt deep by the sun. Part history, part sage, part Mexican. He was there when Pancho Villa was young. And he'd tell you a tale of the old days, when the country was wild all around. Sit out under the stars of the Milky Way and listen while the coyotes howl. And they go, woo yip, woo yip, woo, woo yip, woo, 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 woo yip, woo.
I would like to see the squirrel.